My journey into paper began when I was deemed not quite up to the grade as a professional footballer at Leeds United back in the early 80s. Stumbled upon an advert for a job in paper sales, telephone sales. Applied for that, got that, and I'm afraid I've been stuck in the paper industry ever since. I stumbled upon an old colleague that I'd worked with a few years ago, and he and I had a coffee, coincidentally, and we were chatting about products that he had access to and would I be interested in them. And at the very tail end of the conversation, he mentioned to me about the Delipack product, which sounded interesting. And I listened to what he'd got to say. It contains no polymer whatsoever. I'm not sure everybody understands quite how the world of coffee cups works, but the vast majority of the many, many billions that are used throughout the world are polyethylene lined. Not very easy to recycle. This product actually has no polymer as such in it, or very tiny, tiny traces of polymer, which are classed as plastic free. This means that the product can actually biodegrade itself if it ends up in the environment somewhere that it shouldn't, and the chances are that that may well happen. Within a matter of 3 months or so, this paper will disappear, just degrade. But if it's actually collected and recycled, it's very, very valuable fibre and can get back into the paper making chain by means of recycling. So we've got high hopes for this product. It's very exciting. It's probably the only product of its kind at the moment, forensically certified, challenged by a lot of people who are beginning to adopt it to ensure that they're going to be on sound footing, safe footing when they begin to put their branding on something like this. So yeah, we've got a lot of hope for this product. We think it'll be a game changer for Denmaur, definitely. One of the things that strikes me, even after all this time in paper, is that our products, particularly in the commodity sector, where you're talking about, printing, should we say, a notepad like that, are referred to as wood-free. Well, it's very difficult to make paper without wood, so I think that's one of the quirks that I think I'd leave with anybody. Why does some paper actually get referred to as being wood-free when it's made from wood? Well, when I'm not here, most of my time is spent with the family, with my wife Pippa, who's a personal trainer, and I go to the gym, trying to look after myself. I've got 2 daughters and 2 fabulous grandsons in Hugh and George, and really they take up most of my time away from Denmaur.